And it's always a great time to connect with a Padres great, Phil Nevin. And again, we had Trevor Hoffman on yesterday. Let me set this up because the Dick's All-American Classic is Sunday. This Sunday, 5 p.m. at Petco. It's Perfect Game's premier high school game. This has some of the top high school players in the country. Attendance is free, by the way, if you want to go. First 1,000 fans get a free poster with all the players on it. Enter at the home plate gate at Petco. There's even an autograph opportunity with these Major League Baseball legends before the game. And you get all the information at PGAllAmerican.com. That's PGAllAmerican.com. So, Phil, we appreciate you hopping on. So you're going to be on Ryan Klesko's staff this weekend for this All-Star game, going up against Trevor Hoffman's team and staff. What's kind of on the line here? Like, it's kind of a big deal, right? This high school All-Star game at Petco.
Thanks for having me first, but yeah, I mean, I think for us, this will just be a fun opportunity to be around these kids. I've watched this game on TV several times. Personally, I've been obviously doing a lot of amateur skating for the Chicago White Sox and handling a lot of things with our draft. So to kind of get a head start on the kids for next year will be a lot of fun. Be in uniform with some of my old teammates that stayed close friends this whole time, and being at Petco Park all together is going to be something special for all of us. There's a lot of events over the weekend that I'm looking forward to. So this is a really cool deal. I mean, if you look at last year's game and the games in the past, a lot of these kids will be, top 3 round picks. They're all going to major colleges. It'll be a great time. It'll be a great game, a good brand of baseball with some really talented, young high school players.
You've played and you've managed in the big leagues. What's harder to do, managing or playing every day?
Oh, I mean, I think there's just 2 different entities of that. I mean, we all would love to play forever, but that's not going to happen. I love them both. I really do. The playing aspect, it's more of a on your body. It can take something on you mentally. The managing part's the mental part, but it's the relationships you create both ways. Being a player and as a manager is those are things that I cherish certainly.
We're with right now Phil Nevin, again, a Padres great with us. Again, he'll be in town this weekend. The Dick's All-American Classic is at Petco Park. It is a free event. Lots going on this weekend. More information at PGAllAmerican.com. That's PGAllAmerican.com. Phil, what do you make of the Padres on field right now? The success that they're having under Mike Schilt, got to the postseason obviously last year, made all these acquisitions at the deadline. From afar, what do you make of the successes here in San Diego?
Yeah, I mean, I know they're playing well. To be honest with you, I've been doing a lot of work with the league system with the White Sox, and really focusing on that. I certainly check box scores. I see how teams are doing. Look at the standings. My son, and I know it's a kind of a taboo thing here, but he's in the Dodgers system, so I pay attention to a lot of that, a little bit more maybe. But I do know, and it's an exciting time down at Petco. It's the stadium, how special it is and what it's brought to our community. And I know it's vibrant, it's live every night, and certainly a great place to play. And the competition's just been good. I know the rivalry with the Dodgers has been great. But to be honest with you, I haven't watched a lot of Padre baseball. I just kind of follow it in the box scores and know it's with what's going on right now. I mean, heck, I think they've gotten within a game, right, of the Dodgers now. Yeah. So it's going to be a nice little race to watch down the stretch.
Yeah, and they've been playing really good baseball. They're 12-3 in their last 15. They definitely have momentum on their side. From a manager's standpoint, Phil, how big is momentum heading into the stretch run of a baseball season, making a push, for the playoffs?
Well, it certainly is. I mean, you want to be playing your best baseball at this time of year, heading into September, and they seem to be obviously playing very well. And it can happen quick. I mean, you look years past, the year the Cardinals won the World Series their last time. I mean, they were kind of on the back burner for a while, and then ended up winning like 18 out of 20. It happened with the Oakland A's a couple times. But certainly the momentum, when you have such talented players and they start feeling that, yes, it grows and grows and grows, and it kind of becomes a feeling on the other side, like, I don't know how we can beat this team tonight. And, whether it's you're winning from getting ahead early in the game or something, you just know something's going to happen late, whether you're on the dugout that has the momentum or you have the dugout that's not. You can sense that on the field, and I'm guessing that they have a lot of that right now.
Phil Nevin with us right now. Again, he will be in town coaching the Dick's All-American Classic this Sunday, 5 p.m. Petco Park. More info at pgallamerican.com. You mentioned the dynamic Padres-Dodgers, right, in the NL West. You played in that series. It's really developed here over the last handful of years. What was that series like as a player, and where do you see that series right now? That seems to have become one of the better rivalries or series in the sport right now when the Padres and Dodgers get together.
Yeah, it's well known. I mean, they've had some some run-ins here lately, and I mean that's just all part of the competition of it. I know there's a lot of respect on both sides for one another. Always fun games to watch. They, when we were here, it probably wasn't as prevalent as it is now. I mean, you certainly knew who you were playing. You get to, it's a quick 2-hour ride up the freeway. I enjoyed it a lot. I grew up a Dodger fan, so I grew up going to games at Dodger Stadium. So walking into that ballpark, it just felt special. But yes, it's certainly turned into one of baseball's better rivalries. Not quite Yankees Red Sox. I don't think anything's ever going to match that, or Cubs Cardinals, but they're certainly adding a lot to what's going on here. It's healthy. It's great for the game. It's something that people tune into. And the more people you get watching, the better you're going to be in the long run anyway, and the better our game is.
Talking about, your sons and making, in the big leagues and making in pro ball, how has it been as just a father to watch your sons, following in your footsteps here and, playing professional baseball?
Yeah, especially with what I'm doing now, I get an opportunity to see him more. Kyle's in AA in the Dodgers system. He missed the first few months of the season with an injury that happened in spring training, but he's kind of getting back into the swing of things. Tyler, I don't know if you guys knew, but he's in Japan playing professionally and absolutely loves it. I went over for opening day and their opening series. I'm going back here in a couple weeks to go watch some games and see him. And the brand of baseball over there is just really incredible. It's a lot more like the old, pitchers go deeper into games. The fundamentals, you watch him take infield, you watch him practice. It's like he be over here. I keep saying that, but it really is. I mean, the fundamental parts of the game, they are so efficient and good at. They do it well. It's very enjoyable to watch. But the main thing is my son's really enjoying it over there. He's having fun. He's having a lot of success. He's trying to do your extension to stay over there. So I'll be making more trips over there, and I'm looking forward to it. It's a great country. It's just a really cool place to be and eat and take in the sights and watch great baseball.
Phil Nevin with us right now, the Padres great on Jon and Jim. What changed for you, Phil, in your career? You get traded to San Diego. I mean, Padres fans, of course, remember your career fondly. You hit most of your career home runs here with this organization, 156 with the Padres. You get traded here prior to the 1999 season. What do you attribute to all your successes once you got in this uniform?
Well, the short answer is Bruce Boccia. He gave me a chance to play. I knew it was probably my last opportunity to have something like that as well. But he also, there was just a way about him, the way he managed his teams and the way he felt, and you wanted to do well for him. I mean, I always wanted to be a good major league player, but I think there was a lot of things that he instilled that maybe I wasn't focusing on the right way. And biggest thing is I got a chance to go out there and play third base every day. And when I got that, I took it and ran with it. And I certainly wasn't going to let him down with the way I went about it and the way I played. I think the fans, however they felt about me, they knew I played every night and hurt. And unfortunately, the regret I have about being a San Diego Padre was we never got a chance to play in the postseason. And I put a lot of that on myself. I really do. I look back, and that's your only regret is we didn't get the chance to play in postseason ball here. I came the year after they won the World Series, and I was traded in was it 05, and then they went to they won the division or went to the playoffs the next year. But hey, maybe there was something to that, right?
You were the problem, Phil.
Anyway, you look back at it, and yeah, that's the one thing I wish that we would have been able to do is win more games and play in some postseason games here and have a chance at that being that last team standing. And but I love my time here, really did. Got to play half of it at Petco and half of it over at Qualcomm, and really the emergence of what this organization has become kind of started around that time, and really cool to be a part of that.
Do you have hopes of managing in the big leagues in the future? Yeah,
I still do. Yeah, absolutely. I'm really enjoying what I'm doing now. There's no, I kind of joke around all the time. There's no stress to it, and
right.
Really having a lot of fun to it. But then you start thinking, you do miss the stress. You do miss being in the dugout and being a part of that. And if an opportunity arises, they're hard to get. There's only 30 of them. But I certainly do miss being in the dugout as much as I enjoy what I'm doing now.
Yeah, great point. Less big league jobs than there are U.S. senators, for example. Yeah. And of course, Phil Nevin has managed in the major leagues and of course had a standout career here as a player in San Diego as well. You can see him this weekend. He'll be in the dugout on Ryan Klesko's staff this weekend, the Dick's All-American Classic at Petco, a free game Sunday at 5, one of the premier high school all-star games in the country from Perfect Game, attendance free. Again, you can enter at the home plate gate at Petco, autograph opportunities before the game with some of these legends from Major League Baseball as well. And again, all the info at PGAllAmerican.com. Phil, we appreciate you taking time for us and enjoy this weekend down at Petco Park.
Thanks, Phil.
I appreciate it. Looking forward to it. And thanks for having me on.
All right, great stuff with the Padre great, Phil Nevin, who again hit 156 home runs for the Padres, still one of the top totals in the history of the franchise. In fact, he's one of the top 4 or 5 home run hitters in the history of the San Diego Padres.
Yeah, former All-Star with the team as well.
So. Yeah, 01?
01, I believe 01.
It's interesting how he gets traded in the offseason after 98.
Yeah.
And you think about everything that 98 represents, but 96, they've got a great team. 98, they're in the World Series. There's still high hopes, right? Mm-hmm. At this period of time. And then the next time they break through, right, isn't until the mid-2000s, and he was already gone. But you look at some of the gaudy seasons that he put up offensively. And yeah, from a slugging perspective, there's very few Padres that have rivaled his successes in a Padres uniform.